Welcome to Shawnee Union, and I haven't done a camera video for a while, and this will be one I promised a while ago. It's the 500cm review. Let's first talk about why I got it. I had a lot of digital gear, and it's kind of just losing its value. When I was getting into medium format photography, and I checked out medium format cameras, specifically the RB67 and the Pentax 6x7, and then also some other TLRs, and I just really got attached to the Hasselblad 500cm. I was able to handle it in person, and once you handle it, you know it's very light, very well built, and the best SLR type medium format camera there is. The lenses are amazing. Some great photographers have done amazing things with them, so the quality level is just through the roof, and that's what I believe too. So I got mine on Adorama. It was a deal for about $650 for the camera, and the camera came with the viewfinder, the back, and the lens, the 80mm f2.8. And that was a steal. I think even to the day, I'll say that's a steal. That's a great price for this camera. Talk about some other things I picked up along with it. So this is the original kit. I also picked up a 150 f4, again from Adorama too, so another great deal. This is for portraits. So 80mm is going to be a 50mm, about a 50mm focal length 135, so a normal lens. And this 150 is closer, I think, to 90 or 100, so more of a telephoto, great for portraits. I also picked up some extra backs. This is the V back. So the difference between the backs are, this one is the kind of I think it's a rapid or crank back, or rapid wind back. This is the V back, and it's just a different mechanism. I also picked up the 90 degree viewfinder in situations where it's bright or you can't look through the waist level viewfinder. This one's going to come in really handy. So this is pretty cheap, and I don't know, but Adorama was blowing the stuff out, so Adorama had a really good sale on it. And if you're going to look for a Hasselblad online, I think Adorama is the best place to get it. Their prices are at least 25 to 30% cheaper than other places I've seen online, and not sure why. I think they have a lot of them, so I think it's a good time to buy a Hasselblad too, because the prices are low, and I think if anything they're going to stay or go up. So what is it like shooting with a Hasselblad? It's an amazing experience. It's a very well built camera. The functionality is great. The waist level, the viewfinder is amazingly bright, and it's just one of the best cameras I have. So probably the best camera I have easily. And the one reason I'm getting really good cameras is I don't want excuses. So I think when you shoot film, you always say like, oh, if I had a better camera, or if I had this or that. And once you get a Hasselblad and a Leica, that question doesn't really come to mind, and then you have to just force yourself to go out and shoot a bunch and get really good. The one really interesting story about this was I was in San Francisco, and I put up some of the pictures I took during that trip, but I was walking around town and got stopped like 10 times by 10 separate people and asked me about the camera. I'm not sure if it's the city or the camera itself, but somehow I stood out, and I was getting asked all the time, like, what kind of camera is that? Is that medium format? It looks like a Hasselblad. And I couldn't believe it. So people see them in catalogs, and people see them on websites, and I never see them in person. So going out and shooting with one, I couldn't believe how much attention I got. And I've been shooting with, lots of, I shoot with film cameras all the time, probably 100 times, and never got stopped. But that time I got stopped. So maybe it's a city thing, or maybe it's a Hasselblad thing, but definitely a weird experience, and something that's never happened to me before. So there's that. Picture quality is amazing. Mine was actually off a little bit. The focusing screen was a little bit off, but the stuff that was in focus, just luckily by probably depth of field, it came out great, extremely sharp, and I don't have to ever worry about how sharp this lens is going to be. It's insanely sharp. So that's one of the great things about creating great gear. And remember, you do get great cameras to buy great lenses. So you buy the Hasselblad body, because the lenses cost more than that, and that's what you're going to get. So being able to use like this amazing glass is why I got this camera and why I'm excited to use it. One of the difficulties of using medium format is that you just have to be very careful about it. So I use it a little bit less than 35, and I'm working on all these assignments, which I'm using 35mm on. So that's just the difference. I don't take this out as much as I should, and I probably should be shooting with it at least once a month, and I haven't been doing that. So maybe this video will kickstart me doing that. But amazing camera and amazingly well built, totally worth the price. So if you're looking at it, seems a little bit expensive to get into, but it's worth it because it isn't losing its value, and it's going to be worth the same thing, and not, I think it's only going to go up. And hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions about this camera or other Hasselblad gear, put it in the comments. And if you like this video and you want to subscribe, please do so. And I will be back again next week. Thank you. Bye. Welcome to Shawnee Union, and this week I haven't done a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.